Alright, what's going on everybody? Welcome to war number 11 of season 26. So this is our second to last war. We do need another win, most likely. We'll need another win to secure Masters, so we are definitely trying to win this one. So we got matched with GT40, so this is Coop's revenge war. We'll see how he does. But I was on path 1 and then path 5, going through that Nick Fury. So first fight is this Korg. I throw on I think I used a combat regen, just because I was a little worried about his unblockable. Because I didn't want to like start dexing him a ton, because then he's going to build his crowd excitement, and then that could cause issues. I did practice dexing his special one before this fight. You kind of have to start dexing when his foot hits the ground. It's not too bad, but I did want to make sure that I was decently comfortable dexing his special one, in case he happened to throw it while he was in his unblockable phase. But I don't believe he actually ever throws a special one in this fight, so I'm able to get out of the way without actually dexing, which is good, and then he backs up, which is nice. So I didn't even have to block hit him or anything. You'll also notice that my stun is super long, so that means this guy plays without limber. I don't even remember the last time I did a war fight without limber. So there I do medium heavy, but I mistimed it, unfortunately. And yeah, that was quite sad. So he's going to go unblockable here, but the fight's almost over, so no big deal. I don't really care about triggering crowd excitement. There he finally throws it. So the fight's basically over. I probably, stupidly throw a special 2, but it does kill him. So I didn't end up taking any recoil, which is nice. So that fight went pretty well. Much easier than I had kind of expected. Originally, I was assigned Quake, so Omega, Sabretooth, and Quake, and this was one of the Quake fights, but I knew this Omega would be good for this fight, and I ended up bringing Magneto as my third instead of Quake for that Hulkbuster that you will see a little bit later. So he's not even awakened, and he's only a rank 2, so this fight is really, really simple. He does have masochism. I'm pretty sure I couldn't like land a parry, yeah. Oh, that's weird. That time masochism must have taken that parry away, okay. But yeah. So I can't quite build the spores because just my rhythm was a little bit off, but he's got 15. I'm just gonna parry and kind of, I shouldn't have been backing off, I should have just parried and stood in front of him, but it doesn't matter, he's almost dead. He does throw a special 1, but by the time he throws it, he's pretty much at 0%, so another really simple fight. So good start for me. So the next fight, this is a Hulkbuster on Ebb and Flow Intercept, so this is what I brought Magneto for. And he does have Sadist, so after the SP3 I do need to watch out for that, because if he hits me, he'll probably one-shot me, because he'll have all those bleeds. So pretty straightforward, just parry heavy fight. I guess I didn't have Magnus's on that first heavy. Because I have Sabretooth, he's getting that passive heal block. It doesn't actually matter, but it's there. So parry heavy, just pretty standard fighting. If you've watched any Janik videos, this is kind of his bread and butter. I have learned how to do this from him, so check out his videos. So just making sure I don't get hit by the unblockable, and I did want to try to get off an intercept before throwing the SP3. That way I can get more damage out of it. So I got 35 prowess, which is good. Missed a parry, of course. Missed another parry. He does throw a special. I try to go for an intercept, miss it. And so now I only have 5 prowess, which is kind of annoying. So I need to build some prowess before the intercepts. So there, I finally get one. He throws a special 1. So this is 22 prowess. Not what I was hoping for, but it does do decent damage. I did throw on a power back boost. Of course, against class disadvantage, they don't work. So the reason why I'm trying not to block him or anything is Sadist, and then he just exploded randomly. I guess that was when the bleeds expired. He just went poof and blew up. So pretty easy fight, just a few parry heavies. Next fight we got Rhino. This is again ebb and flow intercept. Can't intercept Rhino, obviously, because he goes unblockable or unstoppable, which is why he's always here. This is an unduped rank 3 Rhino. It's a pretty rough rank up. I throw on an invuln boost for this fight and for the Nick Fury fight that's coming up, because I knew that against Nick I was gonna try to get some intercepts, so just in case I missed. So what I do this fight that's actually a little bit different is I back him all the way up, and I don't actually lock in my spores until he has 30 of the death spores. So there I finally lock in the degen. So it doesn't do as much, of course, as it normally would, but still, you know, it's 845 per tick plus the 503. So you're still getting decent damage. Throw the special 2. Probably didn't need to do that. Could have just saved to the special 3. And I do lock in the spores here at the risk of him getting 3 bars because I knew I had the invuln. And even if he got it, it wouldn't matter. So everything's going pretty well. Lock the spores back in. Unfortunately, took some unnecessary blocked hits, which was not good. I was trying to build to my SP3 to see if I could maybe heal. That's why I stopped the special super early. But unfortunately, it does too much damage, and he dies. So probably shouldn't have thrown that SP2, but in general, it's better to lose a little bit of health than have a fight go longer. You always want to try to have the fights be as short as possible. So the next fight, this is that Nick Fury on ebb and flow intercept. I've taken him before. It's not too bad. You can do it without intercepting. It's a little slow. So I do still have my invuln. He's not metal, so the bulwark doesn't apply to him. And then fortunately he goes into like these heavies. And so I only locked in 8 spores. Probably shouldn't have thrown that heavy there. Missed the reparry because he went into the heavy. Again, he goes into a heavy. So now he has 2 bars of power. So I do lock in 22 spores there, which is pretty good. So he is melting down a little bit, but here, because he slowed down so much. And so here I went for a light intercept, and he delayed his attack and smacked me a bit. No big deal. He did put a bleed on, which is nice. There he throws a special 1, which is annoying. But the fight's going all right. Not particularly great. So there I do get a really cool intercept. If you turtle up, they kind of tend to dash at you, so do get an intercept there. That was a 10k heavy, pretty good. So I'm kind of just waiting for him here. He throws this special 2. I don't mind having the armor break on me just to heal me a bit while he's just degenning. None of the damage I do is really going to make a difference, so I'm just kind of content healing with the armor break. So there I do get an intercept, and the plan was to do a 5-hit combo into the special 3. So with the Fury, figured this special 3 is going to do pretty good damage. I was hoping it would kill him. It did not, unfortunately, but I think it's just going to be one more heavy bait, and that'll be pretty much it. So there he throws it, and he's dead. So that fight went well. I did miss that one intercept where he did a full 5-hit combo, but the invuln prevented the first 3 hits, so that was good. And then I have the stealth Spidey. None of the nodes here apply to him, but he is metal, so he does work with bulwark, which is a little annoying, but not a huge deal. This is not a situation like Rage where I'm going to try to get his attack below the bulwark line. Omega is also metal, so when he applies the DOT, which is his degen, he will turn it off. So there I reparried to try to get his evade. He didn't evade the first time. That'll be a common theme. Whenever I try to get him to evade, he just never did. So there, yeah, my medium triggered it, which is kind of annoying, but whatever. So there he doesn't evade. Again, doesn't evade. So, and took until the third attempt for him to evade, like the fifth hit, or the fourth hit maybe, where he wasn't stunned. He finally evaded. Got a really nice intercept there. And again, I'm pretty sure, yeah, he's not going to evade again. Again, I triggered this stupid bulwark. So there I lock in the heavy because that was going to get rid of bulwark. This is my last fight, so I don't care about healing or anything. I should have just, yeah. So I do kill him right there. I did throw that special one, just in case I needed to back up that thing fight coming up. But I did not. So Omega is done for this war. And then my last fight, we were going to have a different Magneto take it, but I ended up taking it because we were trying to clear. Pretty straightforward, Magneto fight. This does have that 20% limber, but Magneto can parry long enough to bypass the limber, although it's a little harder to build the prowess. So I didn't want a heavy until I actually got magnetism because I wasn't sure how the limber timer worked. So my first heavy triggered a bulwark. And you're going to see a lot of intercepts in this fight. And it's going to actually really help me keep his, or not his, but what's it called? Brute force off me. So that was actually pretty nice. So there's another one. Because brute force can be really annoying. There, I thought I was late. It just didn't let me out of my my heavy. So you can see I only have 3 prowess, which is not good. There I got a 4th. I actually don't even know. Is he a hero? I'm not sure what Strife is tagged as. Right there, just like didn't let me move. I tried and it didn't let me, so I got pretty fortunate there. But I did get that stupid what's it called? Brute force on me. So there, only 12 prowess. Throw the special. Maybe I should have held off until I had some more, but I figured it would do a decent enough amount of damage, especially with the bleed, that I'd be all right. So it throws another SP1. I do counter it. Of course, his cloak actually failed, but Magneto does bypass it anyway. And then I'm just going to kill him with a special too. So pretty simple fight. Oh no, I didn't kill him with the special, so I remember that. I remember being annoyed by that. So kind of fun to use Magneto. I don't use him too much. Not sure, can't remember if I've ever brought him to war. I'm sure I have, but I don't really remember. So the war went pretty well for me. I had, I think, 7 fights? 1, 2, yeah, 7 fights. We, unfortunately, are not doing very well. So it looks like we are going to have to win our last war to secure Masters. Hopefully we get a nice matchup to end the season. But that'll do it for this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see everyone for the last war in a few days.